What's good, YouTube land? That Weird Collector here. Today, I will be taking a look at the DX Gashacon Magnum from Kamen Rider X8. One of the only weapon toys that really spoke to me, because I am a massive gun guy, so to speak. I couldn't think of it. I like guns. As much as I like lightsabers, I like guns more. I think because when I was a kid, my parents, my mother and my grandmother, God bless them, they would never let me have a toy gun. Like, we'd always go into the dollar store, Dollarama, Poundland, wherever you call it, buck or two, and I always wanted, like, I loved looking at the gun toys, you know, the dart guns and all that stuff, but my parents would never let me have one. They let me have as many sword toys as I wanted, but they would never let me have a gun. So I think that drove my obsession and desire to want guns. So this is the main weapon in Kamen Rider X8 for Kamen Rider Snipe. It is his pistol, and it is also his rifle, or as they call it here, handgun mode. So you get a nice picture of the Gashacon Magnum closed up right here. The sniper rifle mode here. I love the idea of a transforming gun. Like, over there, I have a variety of guns in my drawers. I have, a shotgun that's also a turntable, a magical pistol that's also a sword, a flintlock pistol from space, and I'm just like, but no guns that turn into other guns. So this thing's really cool, and it was an excuse to buy other stuff as well. If you watched my unboxing. So before we get open, we're just gonna take a look at the package. Obviously, it says DX Gashacon Magnum here, Kamen Rider X8, Bandai. It does not contain a Gashot. That's the thing. None of the weapon toys in this series come with Gashots. You have to buy them all individually. This is just 4Zs. One. Individually. It is a DX toy, so it does have lights and sounds. I honestly can't remember if it actually has lights, but I know it has sounds. And obviously the whole thing is the flap on the front, which didn't used to be that way. We get a nice shot of Snipe here in his level 1 with the Gashacon Magnum. On the top, you have Snipe level 1, Magnum closed, the way to open it, and Snipe level 2. On the back, just some product shots. You can insert one Gashot for a final attack. We will go over that. The box is already open. And a shot of Snipe in his level 2. So, let's get this open. And I'm going to cut this right now because I probably need to put in batteries, so I'll be right back. So here's the Gashacon Magnum out of its packaging. And first off, yes, it is kind of tiny, but it's sized for Japanese children, so that's perfectly acceptable. It is based off a Magnum revolver, hence the name Gashacon Magnum. I don't know exactly what model of Magnum, but I assume that is what they base the gun off of. You can kind of tell that because this resembles the chamber on a Magnum, and this kind of looks like a muzzle flash, and you have muzzle flash on each side. Color-wise, it's nice off-white pearlescent with mostly black and some nice metallic blue with kind of a sparkly finish to it. I don't know how well you can see that. Looks nice. You got STG right here. Shooting tactics game, maybe? Never been explained what that stands for. You got your A and B buttons right here. Talk about them in a bit. The Gashot slot right there. The back of it is also painted, which is very nice. Which also has your on and off switch, your speaker, your battery place, which takes 2 AAA batteries. Down the bottom, nothing. This is supposed to be where the I'm trying to think of gun bits. You know, where the bullets come out of. The barrel. It's supposed to be the barrel, I guess, this thing. So, let's turn it on. Sounds right here. Unfortunately, it does not have lights. Oh well.
Gashacon Magnum!
Very nice voice. Very loud voice, I should say. Saying Gashacon Magnum. So, for firing noise, we have just that, which you can rapid fire, and you can also not hold it down and get no extra noises. So that's that in this mode. You also have a special attack if you hit the B button. You get that kind of loading sound, and you get a rapid fire shot. And if you want to do that again, you have to press the B button again. So there's your special attack in this mode. And the A button, if you press the A button, you get a transformation. Because not only is this a Magnum, a handgun, it's a rifle! Let's hear that again. Press the A button and unlatches, and you swing it out and you get, and there is your rifle mode. Now it's nowhere near the size of a regular rifle, but no, I don't mind it. You got this effect firing out with like a twisting, like those look like they're trying to make it look like it's twisting. You've got your sight, your right here, yellow plastic. I don't know if it's on a spring, but it locks right there, and if you do this, it snaps back, it skips past the locking point. You got STG again, and now these two things look like they're firing at each other. That looks pretty funny. And STG, obviously this was right here before. We got some more yellow revealed, which is nice, which you couldn't see in the other mode, but the noises haven't changed. Okay, actually the noise has changed a little bit. You get a slightly different firing noise. And the A button does nothing because it just unlocks that clear plastic with the C clip right there. I kind of wish it did what it did in the show and like sprung open really fast, but you're probably going to have a lot of issues with dumb little kids hurting themselves with that. So for special attack in this mode, if you hit the B button, you get basically lining up your shot like with the sniper rifle and then firing. If you hit the trigger anywhere not like anywhere in the middle of that charging up sequence, you just get the shot off. You have to wait until you get the all clear, basically. You have to wait until you get that. That noise is basically all clear, and if you let it go longer, it's gonna just keep waiting for you. Just want to check something. Okay, never mind. So you just get that. So that's basically it for the gun sounds on its own. You get some more nice blue right here. This is a really fun gun toy. While it is a bit limited in the sounds, I still think guns are inherently, like, Kamen Rider gun toys are inherently more fun than sword toys. So before we get to the final thing, let's do some comparisons. Here it is next to... How do you do this? How do I do this? Here it is next to the Wizard Sword gun. It's probably a bit bigger. They're closely the same size. They each have a giant gimmick, either stuck in the middle or stuck at the back. Okay, the Magnum is a little bit longer. Here it is next to the Ride Booker, I believe. Quite a bit bigger. And thankfully the Magnum doesn't have to pop out a dinky butter knife. Still hate that thing. Here it is next to the... Whoa! Flying in. Turn that off. Here it is next. Here. With the Gokai gun. This is really hard. Gokai gun. There you go. Here it is with possibly my favorite weapon, the Hinawa Dai Dai DJju. Or the Matchlock Orange DJ gun. This definitely has the most heft out of any of my gun toys. Because it's basically a shotgun. Damn. Okay, fuck off. Have to pick those guys up. But here they are for size. Is that good enough a shot? Hopefully. Yeah, I knocked over Optimal Optimus. And here it is. I'm just doing it in rifle mode, but... Here it is next to the Sonic Arrow. All of these sized for Japanese toddlers. Or not toddlers, little kids. We'll go into rifle mode. And the final thing with this is it can activate final attacks, critical finishes for your Gashots. So we're going to do this quickly because I have 8 Gashots to show off, and then my camera battery needs to charge. So let's do this. The light will be up there. Press the trigger. And you get your critical finish! And to eject, you press this button or hold the button and remove the Gashot. So that's mighty. Next up, let's do... what it said. I'm sure there's just a button, because it holds down like the buttons a certain way, because if you hold the two buttons at the same time you get the critical strike. I'm not sure how you press the buttons to get the critical finish. And you get the good old satisfying strike. Now, I'm sure you could find a way to time it, but where you hit the B button and activate the super attack at the same time to make it go off well with the critical finish. It will take a lot of practice to get it right, though. Next up, let's go to level 5 with Dragon Knight Hunter. Zed. I will probably have a link in the description to a video just showing off all the other noise, like all the transformation noises for these Gashots, which I will have to film after my camera's batteries are recharged. Let's go all the way to level 100 with Tattle Legacy. Victory! Yeah, instead of Kaijin Ipat, it goes Victory. So, let's go on to the Rider Gashots. Starting with which was from my unboxing that should have gone up before this video. Yeah, it's not a good idea to try and pull them out without pressing down on the button, because you could break something. Next up,
Space Galaxy 40.
And then we explode. And just to show you, the sounds don't change whether the sounds don't change which mode you're in depending on which. Yeah, don't pull. Next up, a little bit my favorite Kamen Rider. It's a little bit of samurai fruit action. Yeah, the satisfying strike is randomized whether you get it or not. And last up, let's shoot guns while driving cars to the extreme. Yeah, it does look a little goofy sticking all the way out there. So that's everything on this guy. The unfortunate thing, I'll mention this now, is with the Gashots, they have two different finishes, a critical strike and a critical finish. Most of the critical strikes are generic sounds, while the critical finishes have unique sounds to each character or each game. I really wish the critical strikes also had those sounds. Like Dragonite Hunters is the one that isn't generic because it has a dragon roaring. But other than that, that's everything in this toy does. It's definitely simple, but you know, sometimes simple isn't bad. It does everything it needs to very nicely. It feels good in the hand, I should mention. Like, I don't have the biggest hands, but this fits my hand very comfortably. But the only thing is the giant finishing slot just goes right. Like, if this wasn't as big, it would feel a lot better because there wouldn't be anything impeding downwards on me. But other than that, it's definitely a good size for my hands. It's fun to play with. It's fun to spin around. The transformation is definitely cool. But yeah, I think that's everything. So thanks for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this look at the DX Gashacon Magnum. Until next time, keep it weird.